Sports anchor Bob Slovak joining us now live from the Home Depot Center in Carson, California. Bob?
Dave, Gina, it has been raining all day here in Carson, California. More rain expected tomorrow, but both teams are going to have to play in it, the Dynamo and the LA Galaxy, so it's not going to be an advantage for anyone. The game is here in the Galaxy's home stadium because they had a better regular season record than the Dynamo, just barely. Tomorrow's game will be soccer superstar David Beckham's last MLS game, which has brought out media from all over the world. The Dynamo, they're not too worried about that. They're focused in on beating the Galaxy and winning their third MLS Cup in the last 7 years. The Dynamo, they've gotten hot at the right moment, and now they're 90 minutes away from another championship.
You've won 2 championships in Houston already. What would winning another one mean?
Well, it'd mean a lot because I think you look back, it's 5 years since the last one, so it's been a lot of ins and outs and ups and downs. But you know, the expectations and the aim of the team's always been to try and win championships. We've been close. I don't know if it'd be the most special one, but it's the most special one tomorrow.
Coming up in sports, we're going to hear from Brian Ching. He knows about winning championships, what he means to this year's Dynamo team. That's coming up in sports. We're live in Carson, California. Bob Slovak, 13 Eyewitness Sports.
Good luck, Dynamo. Go get them tomorrow.
So J.J. Watt's got the Dynamo fever, too. Tomorrow it's the rematch, the Galaxy and the Dynamo in the MLS Cup. Our Bob Slovak is in Los Angeles for the game and tells us about the longtime face of the franchise. Bob?
Hey, thank you very much, David. The rain has stopped here in Carson, California. More rain, though, expected for tomorrow's MLS Cup. Now, soccer superstar David Beckham will be playing his last game in the MLS. Dynamo's Brian Ching told me he's not ready to go there just yet. He's focused in on helping his team win another championship.
He set the tone and the standard for the Dynamo in the team's first ever game in Houston. Brian Ching's 4-goal performance announcing the Dynamo had arrived. Well, Ching's role has changed this season. He's a backup, but once a leader, always a leader. And Ching still sets the Dynamo tone.
Brian Ching has done it again.
Maybe the minutes aren't there, but I think his influence on the way the team is playing and the way the team prepares for every game is bigger than people realize.
I think the fans in Houston, I think they know it, but they're pretty lucky to have had someone like him here and to still have him here, you know. So he's a competitor. He wants to win every game.
You know, I'm not an extremely vocal guy, you know, in the locker room, but on the field, definitely, you know, try to show the guys, I guess, what it takes to win a championship. You know, obviously because I've been there before.
As he gets ready to play perhaps his last game as a professional, fans would like nothing more than to see Ching go out on top. For Brian, he wants the championship for his teammates.
It'd be special, just because, you know, you're with a group of guys that have worked so hard for an entire year, and you know, you see the development of a lot of players. A pretty sweet thing to be able to see these guys grow and mature.
Ching, always the fan favorite, would like nothing better than to bring the Houston fans another soccer championship. We're live in Carson, California. Bob Slovak, 13 Eyewitness Sports.
Welcome back. The Dynamo less than 24 hours away from taking aim at the MLS Cup against the Galaxy. They arrived in LA yesterday. They're ready to go, and so is our Nick Giovanni. He's in Los Angeles with more.
A wet welcome awaited the Dynamo when they landed in Los Angeles, stepping onto a soggy playing surface Friday morning inside the Home Depot Center.
You know, at this point, who cares about the weather? You're in the Cup final. You got 90 minutes to do your job.
Holding one final practice, plans were put in place both on and off the field before the men in orange made their way off the pitch and into the media spotlight, where they fielded a list of questions not only concerning themselves and their opponent, but the impending departure of the Galaxy star, David Beckham.
Well, obviously, we're playing against him tomorrow, so we have to pay attention to him. But, you know, we don't worry about what he's doing on a week-in, week-out basis unless we're going up against him.
Keeping their focus on the field where their bid for a third championship came up short a season ago, the Dynamo recalled the heartache, but denied being out for redemption a year later.
It doesn't matter if we win 5-0 tomorrow. It doesn't bring the cup back, so it has nothing to do with revenge or anything like that. It's 2 good teams playing against each other, and I'm hoping we're really going to put our stamp on the game this year and really leave our mark.
With the final practice now now in the books, the stage is set for tomorrow's showdown, which is slated to begin at 3:30 in the afternoon. When it comes to these rainy conditions, the Dynamo mentality is both teams will have to play in it, so it won't be a factor. Reporting from Carson, California, Nick Giovanni, KPRC, Local 2 Sports.